7 or 8. Football.
Listen to the couch.
Yeah. You can see.
And I got the Sunday ticket, so I can look at all. I'm just sitting there all.
You see
day.
everybody in the entire stadium.
I ain't moving.
You know everybody.
It's Lucas. Hi, Barb.
You're muted, Barb, but we can see you talking. We assume you're saying hello.
Hello, everybody. Keith's running behind, so I guess we can get crack-a-whacking.
All right, he must be still serving brats.
He's not at the brats. He's going to be Bobby McQuay for the day. There's a change in plan.
Oh, all right.
Oh, is he? Because I thought I was being Bobby McQuay for the day.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
well, then that works. Last I heard, I don't care who's Bobby McQuay for the day.
It's work here, right, Barb?
Partially.
Is it true Bobby McQuay is being tried out as a quarterback for the Packers?
You heard.
I heard.
Okay, well then, if you're Bobby McQuay, I'll be quiet and.
All right, is everybody in?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with us. We're going to get right into it here. We have a presentation to start off with Blvd and Jacob with Amazon. Are you there? Sorry for turning my head, but TV's to my right.
Yes.
All
This
right.
is Jacob. I'm here.
Hey,
Blvd
Jacob,
and John. Hello.
you got the floor.
Yes. So hello, hello everyone. Jacob Davidson, Blvd Bernie, and we also hired a new rep on our team, John Kirby. I think he's on the call. We are RLA Engineering, an Amazon Key for Business partner. We presented a couple of times earlier this year on the Key for Business service. What it is, it's a service that automates and secures package delivery to multi-unit residences with restricted access. So a call box, a key fob, a gate, etc. This service allows the Amazon driver access to the property to deliver packages unit to unit in the package delivery room, all without having the need to get buzzed in by the manager. The property manager doesn't need to handle the packages, etc. It's a small device. I don't know if you can see this.
I've already told her she have to wait till my maintenance man get back to get her keys, and I don't know when he coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on.
Just come back?
Yeah, I'm on a Zoom right now.
Brandon,
Yeah.
can you mute yourself, please? Thank you.
Sorry, Jacob, go ahead.
Oh, no problem. So this is the small device. It's a cellular device, and our technicians will interface this to your building access control system. And it could be different, could be relay, Wiegand, etc. So we optimize the installations per the property owner / manager's specifications. This service is completely free of charge. There's no installation cost, maintenance cost, subscription fee, completely free of charge. We just have a simple one-page agreement, more or less giving us you giving us permission to install. And we're doing this across the city and the surrounding areas. City of Milwaukee, housing authority properties, Marquette University properties, and then just private owners. So there's a lot of benefit here where the property manager doesn't have to worry about package deliveries anymore. Tenants will have increased security with the deliverables. And then also all the activity of the driver is traceable. So there's a very robust protocol. Driver has to submit their ID, valid packages, valid routes. They have their face scanned by the app. So the users of this app is highly controlled and electronically tracked. If you are interested, I can leave my contact information, Blvd's contact information as well. We provided some flyers to Bobby and Aaron in the past. We can send those again, but that's the presentation.
All right, thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Jacob? Yes, I know. Okay, then we're going to get right to the nuisance properties And first up on the list, 2820 West Wells Street. There we go. Calls for service.
So the officers won't be here today because they have some special events going on later today, as we all know, so their hours are shifted. I had them run calls for service, so I have a list. The only caveat I'm going to give is I did not receive an updated list, but at least I had gotten that list we went over at the pre-meeting. The team never received a list, so what they worked off of was that pre-list that I had, and I sent that to them, so we might not have all of the addresses, but I do have a good number here with the calls for service that they left with me to provide today.
Okay, Kelly, appreciate it. Thank you.
So we're
We'll
on
start off-
2820, right?
Yes, yes.
So one nuisance call for a fight.
And John,
Fire inspection orders.
ENS has fire inspection order.
You want me to stay on Acela and I can look up these properties as we get to them?
Mark, well, we've got DNS, John here.
Yeah, we should be good, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was there.
Oh, no problem, unless you can look up calls for service. All right, next property. 2848 West Wisconsin. Calls for service.
I don't think we had that one on our list.
All right,
Interior orders for DNS.
Drinking outside, still hanging out, loitering, parking cars behind the building. The garage door is broken off.
let me get the 730 North 29th Street. Next property.
There was one nuisance call, a battery.
Nothing for DNS.
So Kelly, right now, as far as you know, are there any updates of these two properties or any of this on the captain's log? Are we had meeting with ownership, or do we have any updated information in regards to communication between MPD and the owners of the properties?
Not that I know of. And I'm looking at the list, and actually it looks like 2848 was just a little bit lower down. That was 2 nuisance calls for battery.
2 batteries. Wonderful, thank you.
5 in a month. 5 over.
No. All right, next property. 835 North 23rd Street, calls for service.
2 nuisance calls, a threat, and a 911 abuse.
ENS,
Interior orders.
$33.45 West Highland, calls for service.
1 nuisance call, a subject with weapon.
ENS,
Interior orders.
now with this one here, I think this is the one where my notes had College Court. Is that across the street?
That's city housing.
College Court has complained a few times in regards to seeing drug dealing going on at the 3345 Highlands property. We'll make note. I'm not sure if Bobby or the ambassadors had any more contact with them. But we'll follow up with that and obviously get them to start calling if we can, because so far that apparently is not happening with just the 1 call. All right. Next property. 1143 North 29, calls for service.
That is 1 nuisance call, a threat.
DNS,
Interior orders.
so 2809 is starts. Okay. So that was the 3 properties for Jomela. Is anybody here for Jomela today?
Attorney Gary Cook, I'm here on behalf of Jomela. Unfortunately, Kayla couldn't make it, so I'm taking notes so I can report back to her.
All right, Gary. Thanks for coming today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon. All right. I just want to step back here. Looks like we only had one Berrada property, 2820 West Wells on the list. Is anybody here for Berrada today? Okay, no Berrada. All right, I'm not sure if 2809 is Smart Assets or S2, but 2809 West Highlands. Next slide. Oh, there we go. Smart Assets. All right. Calls for service.
That's at 2809. Are you guys looking at a presentation? Because
No.
I don't see it. Oh,
So this is not 2809. This is 2319 West Michigan. All right. We'll disregard the picture, but 2809 West.
I can't see. I don't know if other people on the call can see a presentation, but I see you guys.
Oh, you don't see it up on the screen.
No, I see you guys on my screen. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Can
I
you
see-
change your view? Because I see we're streaming the presentation. It's up there.
Because I see you are viewing Elizabeth's screen.
I see it.
You may have it not in gallery view, or you may have them pinned by accident. So it's viewing the speaker instead of the presentation.
Maybe. Okay, now I'm fixing it. Okay, so 2809 is what we're on?
Yes.
Okay. There's 0 calls.
Nothing from DNS.
All right. 3120 West Wisconsin. Calls for service. Next slide.
0. For both of the listed
3128.
addresses. 0.
0. DNS.
For 3120, we have interior, fire inspection, and elevator orders. And we have nothing for 3128.
All right. 24, next one. 2448 West Kilbourn. Calls for
0.
service. 0. DNS.
Fire inspection.
All right. I believe that's is the last one for smart assets. Let's go to the next slide. Do we have anything? Yeah, our save 2743. What? First of all, is anybody here for smart assets? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm here and Joseph's here, but he's in his car, so I don't know if it's working well for him.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
All right. Okay, smart assets.
So glad to hear we got 0 calls for those 3 properties. I'll get the fire inspections taken care of. I thought we already did our fire inspection for the year for 3120 West Wisconsin, but I'll double check that. The elevator order is kind of a bigger conversation that we've been trying to work through.
No worries, but you're right. 0 calls is great. Thank
Awesome.
you. All right.
Okay.
2743 West Highland, calls for service.
2 nuisance calls, trouble with subjects.
Ines,
Nothing from Juneau.
Larry's here with us today.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey
You hear me?
Larry, how are you?
Okay, pretty good.
Good.
Thanks.
So you heard that there were 2 calls. Were you aware of the calls?
Yes, I know what it was. It was a boyfriend-girlfriend argument.
Okay,
And the trash should be picked up on the property, so we should be okay next week. Or next
sounds
month.
good. All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Next
you.
property. 2936 West Kilbourn, calls for service.
I don't think we, oh, it's a little lower down. Okay, 0.
Ines,
Nothing.
3205 West Juneau.
0.
Calls for service, 0.
Nothing from Juneau.
All right, next property must be an S2, 2319 West Michigan. There's the right picture. Calls for service.
2 nuisance calls, a 911 abuse, and a trouble with subject.
Ines,
Nothing.
Brandon, the guys from Smart Assets. Again, you guys don't have anything to do with the 2 Michigan properties, is that correct? Smart Assets, you guys still here?
I think Brandon left once he spoke.
All right, we need to try and make contact besides email. We need to make personal contact with S2 in regards to their property here on Michigan and the ones on 23rd Street.
Yeah, that place
Oh,
is.
yeah, the window, the boards are off the windows.
Well, nobody's living there yet. That's a rehab, right?
Yeah, but the boards are off.
First floor?
Mhm.
And the water. Drink.
All right, John, you got that on your?
Yeah.
All right. So we do DNS 28. We got to make some personal contact here. All right. That actually is the end of our list for properties, non-commercial, I believe.
Yep.
Anybody else have any new properties that we need to add on the list for next month and get information on?
10, 21, 24. And so duplex on the alley. Shots fired, fighting all the time. So we drove in 5 o'clock, 6.
Got it. Okay, with nothing else to add for next month, then we will go right into the commercial properties. First on the list, 901 North 27th Street. Calls for service.
1 nuisance call and entry.
DNS,
Nothing.
next. 2903 West Clybourne, calls for service.
0.
DNS,
0.
9, next. 930 North 27th Street, Family Dollar, calls for
1,
service.
1, a trouble with subject.
We have monthly interior, exterior
All right. Anyone here for Family Dollar? Okay. Next property. 927 North 27th Street.
Care Bears is closed. Yesterday, I think their license expired yesterday.
Yep.
Yep,
was
the
closed.
last day open was yesterday.
Okay,
That's why it's a ghost town out there. It's a ghost town.
Mhm.
they'll readjust. All right, next property. 959 North 27th Street. Calls,
0.
DNS,
Nothing.
What about that, they fixed the glass for one?
Yep.
Yep.
The parking
In the back.
behind Wendy's, you know, they moved like 3 of those construction trailers out.
Yeah.
2622 West Kilbourn.
They moved 3 of those big construction trailers out, so they have a porta john back there.
Do you have any updates on that? This is off the agenda. but- John?
We do have open zoning orders, ongoing re-inspections with it. From what I can share and tell you guys is that he says he has a meeting scheduled for the 29th of July. But obviously, they should be sending out a notification as the time comes closer for that hearing. He is good to go.
Okay.
I've been talking with my boss, Pete, and we have a plan of attack with what's going on, but again, whoever has something to say should go to the meeting.
all right. In that, we could actually contact Alderman's office on a regular, or get on the radar, just in case something like that gets scheduled, so it's gotta go past his desk.
Yeah.
And they can let us know.
Yeah, I
Or-
can, if it's scheduled for the BOZA meeting, I can share that information with whomever's
Okay.
interested.
Okay,
And how to submit your concerns.
okay, excellent. All right, any other commercial properties from anybody? Any other concerns or? Any other presentations, anything else someone would like to have at our monthly meetings, please let us know. So that we can work on trying to get those people or businesses here. So next month, look for us to be in person, those who want. We will also should be able to be set up for virtual as well. We are going to go back to the Ambassador Inn, 2301 West Wisconsin, in the Marquette Room, and we'll be entering the old Savoy Catering door, which is on the east side on 23rd Street, but we'll have that in updated notes when the time comes. Maybe most of you have read in the journal or business journal that Wiegand Enterprises has sold all their apartment buildings. That is true, except for one. But yours truly is still here working for both companies and should be for some time to come. So
Dedication.
thank you, thank you, thank you. In case you were curious, if you have any questions, you can call me personally. Other than that, if there's nothing else from the team, we'll say thank you for joining us today, taking time out of your busy schedule to meet, and look for our invitation for next month's meeting. And have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you, Mark.